Krishna, dear devotees, thank you so much for joining us today. We're so happy that you guys came here, and it's our day 7 for the Krishna Katha Festival, and we're very fortunate to have Sri Radha Govinda here with us today. She just loves speaking about Krishna, and as you can see on the screen, she has this beautiful little picture of Krishna here for us. So I'll just tell you a little bit about her. So Sri Radha Govinda was born in a Madhava Brahmana family in India. She grew up learning Vaishnav songs and Krishna's pastimes from her grandfather. She was initiated at 18 by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami and lives in the holy land of Sri Dham, Mayapur, where she completed her Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Bhav degrees. She trained in the traditional Sri Vaishnav system of Vedic astrology and speaks 9 languages. She has traveled to more than 25 countries on 5 continents, giving discourses, workshops on various topics such as self-help, astrology, and Vaishnav theology. She has also authored several books. And now I will hand over to her. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. So ready for Janmashtami? That's tomorrow, depending on where you are and which part of the world. So today we will discuss about hand of Krishna. And this has 2 meanings to it. So one side of the meaning is the hands of Krishna, the hands that play the flute, the hands that carry the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, the hands that hold the gopis. So the same hands that Mother Yashoda was touching. And the other side of the hands is the way Krishna's influences on our life. We say hand of God. So hand of Krishna. What's the hand of Krishna in our life? So I'll be sharing 4 different songs, and in each of the song there's going to be that correlation, the connection between Krishna's lotus hands and Krishna's influence, mercy in our lives. And we will see in the first part how Krishna how does he come down to earth? What is his purpose? And the first part is about Krishna churning our hearts. So when Krishna churns our heart, what happens? That's going to be the first part of the class. And then the second part, I'm going to share a song, beautiful poetry by Vaishnava saint Purandara Dasa, who met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago in Udupi in South India. And the next part is going to be the whole prayer by this Vaishnava saint, all these prayers requesting Krishna to reveal his hand, to show us the purpose of our life, to show us the purpose of the difficulties in our life, etc. Then the third part is going to be, how do we search for Krishna's hand? And this is a song and a pastime about Krishna running around in Nanda Baba's house in Gokula, and where all he runs, who are all his dear friends, and how can we search for Krishna. Now we will end with our Goswamis. How do they search for Radha and Krishna? So thank you very much for joining today. I will now stop the screen sharing. How do I do that? Tara, can you please, because I'm not able to click on the stop share.
We can see you now, Shri Radha Govinda.
Okay. Fine. So this song is a meditation about the purpose of why Krishna comes. In other words, the description is about the butter that Krishna comes for. What is that butter? So the song, Kshirabdi Shayana Hariye Ninage Bekai Teno Gokulada Benne ಕ್ಷೀರಾಬ್ಧಿ ಶಯನ ಹರಿಯೇ ನಿನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಯಿತೇನೋ ಗೋಕುಲದ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ಸಾಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ ಆಲ್ಮೊಸರ ಕಡಲೆ ನಾಟಕ ಏತಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕ್ಷೀರಾಬ್ಧಿ ಶಯನ ಹರಿಯೇ ನಿನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಯಿತೇನೋ ಗೋಕುಲದ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ. ಕ್ಷೀರಾಬ್ಧಿ ಶಯನ, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has many oceans. The ocean of milk, the causal ocean, the ocean of butter, the ocean of yogurt. And yet, the one who is the master of the milk ocean, of the yogurt ocean, the Vaishnav saint asks the Lord, wasn't this butter and yogurt and milk sufficient for you? Why did you come down to Gokula to steal the butter in the houses of the gopis? And then he explains and he says, that butter is actually the butter of love that is in the hearts of the devotee. So Krishna actually comes down so that he can take that butter, and that butter is churned because of our own desires, actually the intrinsic, eternal desire to be united with Krishna, to be connected with Krishna, to serve Krishna. Jiver Swarup Hoy Krishna Nityadas. That desire which is in the seed form, Krishna comes to make sure that we churn it. And that churning happens in so many different ways. Sometimes in a pleasant way, sometimes in an unpleasant way. But Krishna, as long as we can see every instance, there's Krishna's hand. That's the point of this song of why he comes. So the butter that is churned is the heart that is purified. And Krishna likes that purified butter, that clarified butter. And so all the situations in our life, we usually see that the joy, the bliss side of Krishna consciousness is what we want to experience, and we want to just be done with all the pain and done with all the misery. But actually, today I will share in these songs, the description is not only those, but according to our Vaishnava acharyas, the emotions and the rasas, the mellows of emotions and feelings of fear and dread and anger and overwhelm, all these negative emotions actually are not negative at all if we can actually put Krishna in the center. So those same fear, like for example, when Mother Yashoda saw the whole universe in Krishna's mouth, she actually got stunned. So the emotion of being stunned is also bhakti. And similarly, every time Krishna was manifesting his pastimes, he was causing so many emotions to surface. And all of that was only turning out to become that the butter churn was becoming more and more and more clarified. And Krishna was enjoying it more and more. Then we will start the main theme song of this talk today in the meditation to invite Krishna into our hearts on this Janmashtami. So this song is literally saying, please show me your hand, Krishna. Please show me your hand in my life. Please show me your hand in what I need to do. So just give me a second. ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಕರುಣಿಗಳ ರಸನೆ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ, ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯ ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ, ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಕರುಣಿಗಳ ರಸನೆ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ, ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯ ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ. Show me your hands, Krishna. Please show me your hands. Show me your hands behind the plans of my life. ಕಲಿಯೊಳು ಪೊನ್ನುಂಗುರವ ಪೊಕ್ಕ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಶೃಂಗಾರದಿ ಶಂಖ ಚಕ್ರವ ಧರಿಸಿದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಅಂಗೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಧ್ವಜ ಪದ್ಮ ವಿರಜಿಪ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಅಂಗನೆಯರ ಉತ್ಕುಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ. The same hands that are decorated by holding the conch shell, Panchajanya, Sudarshan Chakra, the Gada, Kaumodaki, the maze, the lotus flower Padma, and those very same hands that held the slim waists of the gopis. Please reveal to me your hand in my life, Krishna. And Krishna has this mood, sometimes naughty, like we saw in the picture there, very naughty. He has a plan, he has an intention, and he wants to test us. So sometimes it's a pleasant experience he makes us go through to churn that butter, and sometimes it's seemingly harsh experiences of life that actually is meant to kill the demoniac tendencies within our heart and protect that seed of bhakti, to protect that loving devotion towards him. ಬಡ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣನ ವಲಕ್ಕಿಯ ಬೇಡಿದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಕೊಡೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಗಿರಿ ಎತ್ತಿ ಗೋಗಳ ಕಾಯ್ದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಕಡು ಹಿರಣ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ ಬಲಿದು ಬಗೆಯುವ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ದೃಢ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದನ ಮಂಡೆಯೊಳಿಟ್ಟ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ. So the contradictory activities of the Lord, apparently contradictory activities of the Lord, actually has the same purpose. Those very hands, Krishna, that you begged the flat rice from the poor Brahmana Sudama, from those same hands which begged for a little flat rice, you lifted with one pinky finger the whole Govardhana hill like an umbrella. Krishna, your hands liberated Hiranyakashipu in a seemingly harsh way, and those very same hands protected Prahlad by just touching Prahlad's head. The hands that killed the Putana demon and liberated her, and that same hands that touched the Kubja, the lady in Dwaraka, and he straightened her back, which was curved. And those very same hands you also demonstrated in front of Bali Maharaj, asking for 3 steps of land. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂತನೆಯ ಸುವನೆ ಹೀರಿದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಬಲ್ಲಿದ ಮರರ ಬರ್ತಿಸಿ ಬಂದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಮೆಲ್ಲನೆ ಕುಬ್ಜೆಯ ಡೊಂಕೆಯ ತಿದ್ದಿದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಬಿಲ್ಲನು ಎಡೆಗೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುರಿದಿಟ್ಟ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಬಲಿಯನು ವಂಚಿಸಿ ದಾನವ ಬೇಡಿದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಫಲಪುಷ್ಪ ಪಾರಿಜಾತವ ತಂದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಒಲಿದು ಪಾರ್ಥಗೆ ರಥವನು ನೀಡಿದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಜಾಜಿಯ ತುರಬೀಗಿದ ಮುಡಿಸಿದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರೋ. It's so beautiful, the descriptions of Krishna's various activities. So by tricking Bali Maharaj, you took over the entire universe just with those 3 steps. And you got the whole Parijata tree to please your wives. And you actually even angered Indra without any fear about it. And with those same hands, you got the Parijata down to earth. And with those very same lotus hands, which has accomplished so many incredible, unbelievable tasks, you took on the reins of the chariot of Arjuna and you became Parthasarathi, the chariot driver of his beloved devotee. And those very soft lotus hands, which knows how to decorate the beautiful damsels of Raja, you decorated the hair of the gopis, especially Radharani, with decking them with jasmine flowers and so many fragrant flowers. So please reveal to me, Krishna, what is your hand in my life? My dear Vaishnavis, one realization I want to share is, usually we think, oh, the good things are all mercy of the Lord. And when we don't get something we desire, we think that, oh, the Lord is not giving it to me because maybe he doesn't love me. But actually, the very fact that he's not giving it, it means that he's averting some strange happening in our life. So everything that's going on for us, especially those negative emotions that we experience, is actually meant for us to churn that heart of ours, which is filled with self-doubt, which is filled with lack of self-esteem, of believing that we are precious. And Krishna's hands are in every small and big activity, and he cares about every part of our life. For those of you who have joined the journaling sessions with us, we are experiencing those waves of emotions we go through and trying to connect with Krishna in those waves. And the more intense the emotion, the stronger the connection with Krishna can be. So this is the request today, to find Krishna in whatever emotion we are going through and enjoy the presence of the Lord's hands in our life, because he's touching us with every event, with every relationship, with everything that we're going through. His hand is there. It only takes for us to be open to see it. So how do we see Krishna's hand? How do we find Krishna's hand? There's another song where it's another song about, from the same Vaishnava saint, and the search, the search to find, first you have to find Krishna, and then who knows what naughty activity he is engaged in and his lotus hands are engaged in. And this is the song Searching for Krishna. Pindangoviya Chaluva Krishnana Yalli Nodidiri Rangana Yalli Nodidiri. What is the meaning? Hey, folks. Hey, devotees. Hey, the trees. Hey, the rivers. This is the bhava, the rasa of finding Krishna. You ask everything and everyone we encounter, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna in this? Where is Krishna in that? So similarly, where have you seen that little beautiful blue boy playing his flute with his lotus hands? I am searching him. Where is he? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನಿಲ್ಲದಿಲ್ಲವೆಂದು ಬಲ್ಲ ಜಾಣರೆ ಪಿಳ್ಳಂಗೋವಿಯ ಚಲುವ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ ರಂಗನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ. People in general cannot see this little boy. He's everywhere and nobody can see him, but for the devotees of the Lord, for the Bhagavata devotees of the Lord who hold the holy names very dear to their hearts, Krishna is in every step. Krishna is in every speech. Every word becomes the holy name for a devotee. And ನಂದಗೋಪನ ಮಂದಿರಂಗಳ ಸಂದುಗೊಂದಿನಲಿ ನಂದಗೋಪನ ಮಂದಿರಂಗಳ ಸಂದುಗೊಂದಿನಲಿ ಚಂದ ಚಂದದ ಗೋಪ ಬಾಲರ ವೃಂದ ವೃಂದದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಂದರಾಂಗದ ಸುಂದರಿಯರ ಹಿಂದು ಮುಂದಿನಲಿ ಅಂದದ ಕಳ ಕಂದ ಕರುಗಳ ಮಂದೆ ಮಂದೆಯಲಿ ಪಿಳ್ಳಂಗೋವಿಯ ಚಲುವ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ. Dear Krishna, you're living in the alleys of temples of King Nanda, Nanda Maharaj. You are everywhere in Vrindavan. You are always found with the very cute Gopa boys. And you're definitely among the beautiful damsels of Vrindavan. And you are in front and in the back and in the middle of the nicely built and decorated lanes of Vrindavan. Oh Krishna, oh Hari, I invite you to please enter into the lanes of my heart. May my heart become a place of pilgrimage where I can search for you in every thought. Dear Krishna, please help me to see your hands in my life. ಈ ಚರಾಚರದೊಳಗೆ ಅಜನಗ ಆಚೆ ಈಚೆಯಲಿ ಈ ಚರಾಚರದೊಳಗೆ ಜನಗಳ ಆಚೆ ಈಚೆಯಲಿ ಕೇಚರೇಂದ್ರನ ಸುತ್ತ ಕರತದ ಚೌಕಪೀಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಚರೇಂದ್ರನ ಸುತ್ತ ಕರಥದ ಚೌಕಪೀಠದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಚದೆ ಮಾಧವ ಕೇಶವ ಎಂಬ ವಾಚಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಚದೆ ಮಾಧವ ಕೇಶವ ಎಂಬ ವಾಚಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಚುಕೊಂಡದ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಲೋಚಲಾಗ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿಳ್ಳಂ ಗೋಪಿಯ ಚಲುವ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ ರಂಗನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ. The key place in which Krishna can be found, because he cannot be found in the universe, in this universe, and he cannot be found in the minds of people because it's clouded by material desires. Yet Krishna is found in the minds and wishes of his devotees. And as Krishna, you're seated in the chariot of Arjuna, the son of Indra, without any fear and without any shyness. Similarly, the tongues of the devotees, without any shame, without any hesitation, with full faith, when we call him out, Madhava, Keshava, he is there in those holy names. And those devotees who call him out in this way, the mercy of the great devotees and the mercy of the holy name resides in them. And the most of all places, Krishna resides in the corner of the eye of each and every devotee.